Hello, hello. Welcome to the Care Accelerator info session today. So, one second, we will add our amazing banner in a moment. Okay, so hello everyone. We're very happy to have this information session for the Care Accelerator with you today. We will share a bit about the Care Accelerator, about the application call, and then we will have some time to answer your questions. Yeah. So the first part of the session will be a bit one-sided. We'll just share with you information about the program, and the second half will be more interactive, where you can ask your questions and we will answer them. Okay? So, great. Then we hope everyone is already online and have joined us, and I will start sharing a deck right now with more info. So, one second. I'm opening right now our beautiful deck. Here it is. So, Asia-Pacific Care Accelerator, and we invite you all to apply by the 15th of May, and we want to share with you what is the main goal of this program. So it is not the first time we're actually running something like this. We had a Care Accelerator together with our amazing partners run 2 years ago already, and we have learned a lot. And here the main goal generally is to promote women-led and women impacting enterprises. So since we're focusing with the Care Accelerator on the care industry, this women impacting part will be extremely important. We will share with you even more in detail. Generally, we believe that care enterprises, they take away the unequal care burden from women and offer through taking this burden away, they offer them new opportunities, basically for self-determined work life, and this also benefits families and communities. So this program will support entrepreneurs, founders who are running care enterprises, and so through doing so, they transform caregiving challenges and offer new employment and business opportunities to their community. So we will go a bit more into detail about the care industry in a moment. And to talk about what is care economy, I would love to invite Amy from UN Women to our stage.
Great. Thank you so much, Dash, for the lovely introduction, and welcome to everyone here who is joining us for this info session. We're very, very excited about this new program. And I just wanted to give a little bit more background on what is the care economy, why are we doing this, and what role can entrepreneurship play, giving a bit more context to what Dash shared about what we're looking for. So just very brief, I won't go on, but basically the care economy, when we speak about this, consists of all of the paid and unpaid work, labor, and services that support caregiving in all its forms. So this includes unpaid care and domestic work. So these include things like cooking, cleaning, collecting wood, direct care care of children, of the elderly, of other in need of care. And Asia-Pacific has some of the highest rates of an unequal burden, we call it, of unpaid care, where women in our region, on average, this is higher in some places, perform 4 times as much unpaid care and domestic work per day than men. Many families also don't have access to affordable, high-quality care services. So one of the results of this, which we see throughout the region, is that this disproportionate share of responsibilities impedes women's economic empowerment. What this means is that many women are limited in their ability to join the labor market, in the paid labor market, stay in the labor market, and also progress in their careers when they often have responsibilities at home. So on the other side of this, we also talk about paid care and domestic work. So we do also have a burgeoning economy of paid care workers, care service providers. What we do know right now is the majority of workers in the care sector, so this can include healthcare workers and domestic workers alike, are women. And a lot of the jobs are in the informal economy, they're low paid or underpaid, and they also lack opportunities for growth and professionalization. So what we've seen in the last few years, I'm sorry the slides cut off a little bit, but I'll speak to it, is that we've seen that enterprises providing some of these care services, facilitating care services between families and care workers, are also leveraging tech to provide these care services, can really play a critical role in what we're seeing in this supply and demand gap between families needing high quality, accessible, affordable care, and also enterprise in the private sector being able to provide some innovative, really incredible solutions to this. So if we could move to the next slide. This is kind of what brings us to what we're looking for in the Asia-Pacific Care Accelerator. So as Dash had explained, we're looking for women-led and women-benefiting businesses. So what this means is that, yes, we will accept businesses that are founded by or run by men or people of any gender. We do have a specific focus on businesses that are women-led. If they're led not by women, we look that they're women benefiting, that they do have some impact orientation in their business model. And so what counts as these care businesses that we're looking for this specific program? So you can see some of the key bullet points here. Startups that aim to boost women's participation in the care economy. This is by providing jobs, maybe for women to be care workers in their enterprises, or providing products and services, including direct child and elderly care, or tech-enabled solutions like matchmaking or protocols to support vetting of care workers to families that make care more accessible, affordable, and also high quality for families and especially working women, so that they're able to have that care and enable them to take part fully in the labor force. Also offering innovative solutions to enable a more gender-inclusive culture in the care industry and promote the equal share of care responsibilities between men and women. So we're looking for enterprises that either are already taking steps to becoming a gender-inclusive business or looking at how they can become a gender-inclusive business so that they can really have that wider impact. Maybe you don't know if that's you yet, but you're interested in the topic. We will also support you and teach you how in this program. We are looking for enterprises that are registered, have a minimal viable product, or already have their first paying customers in the care industry. For this program, we're not really looking at first idea stage. We do need a little bit of traction already. And one other note, health tech solutions. So we know that there's a vast and incredible market for healthcare solutions. There's telehealth, there's med tech, there's all sorts of incredible enterprises. For this specific program, we're not including enterprises that are only health. If they do have a focus on providing healthcare services directly to clients, we will consider it. But if you're exclusively healthcare focused, like only providing health products and services or telemedicine or something like that, it may not be the right fit for the program, but you can always get in touch with us to ask more about eligibility. Okay, so that's a little bit of background. I won't take up any more time, and I'll hand it over back to Dash to take us a little bit more through the timeline in the program.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. So now we will jump into the timeline of the program. Right now, we're in the beginning of May, yeah, and the call for applications has already started. That's why all of you are here. We're very excited, and basically by middle of May, May 15th, we will end the call for applications, and after that the selection process will start. So the selection process will take a few weeks. So if you're one of the selected participants, or we're considering you, we'll definitely let you know what the next steps are. And the selection process will also include some interviews. There we will look a bit deeper. We might need to look a bit deeper into your model. For example, as Amy was mentioning, if it is not a very clear-cut care services, you offer also other services, right? So there will be a bit of a process that will end by the middle of June approximately, and the kickoff of the program will be in July. But we will have already some activities in June, starting middle of June. So please stay tuned in. There will be, for example, a big care conference, and there will be also some needs assessment already activities in the beginning. So the kickoff of the program happens in July, and then it will run for almost a year till April 2024. It's a bit of a longer program than usually. We're for lots of support, and we will share in a second the different progress types we are supporting. But basically in April 2024, we'll have the demo day, and that will be the end of this program. After this, will be only a bit of alumni support, but no direct company support. So here are some of the program activities. Milestone setting and checks. This is a really big part of the program. In the very beginning, there will be a setting up a milestones plan for each company, which will include both business goals and gender equity related goals. And at the end of each module, we will have a progress check. Yeah, we will also include financing partners in this process. Yeah, so that your milestones can be actually vetted by potential partners, right? So the next component is module training sessions. So we will have a few modules. Each module will be run by one entrepreneur in residence, who is basically an expert on this topic, will run work sessions together with you. Some work sessions will be in small work groups based on your milestone type. So for example, if a few of you need certain type of B2B sales push, you will be then in this specific type of work group together with your entrepreneur in residence. Yeah. So yes, basically we will have the module training sessions and work sessions, and we'll do lots of support. We'll have both entrepreneurs in residence, we'll work with you in groups and sometimes one-on-one if it's needed. And we will also have for you business mentors who will basically have it with you bi-weekly 1 hour sessions in order to support you in your growth. And we will also have a gender equity focused session. So all materials actually have gender mainstreaming side to them. So that means all our materials will be applicable for women founders, and we really encourage women founders to join this program, although we do not limit the participants only to women founders. And there will be also really focused gender equity sessions. Yeah, on certain themes. For example, when we will be discussing marketing activities, we will also have a session on gender inclusive marketing. For example, how to include fathers when you reach out to your customer family, as an example. Yeah. So then we will, another component is peer-to-peer sessions. During the last Care Accelerator, actually, this was a highlight. We've got so much positive feedback on the peer-to-peer sessions. You can truly feel you're part of the community and share your challenges and learnings basically with your peers and grow together. It is a very new industry, so it's so helpful to grow together. This last component here is ecosystem events. So we will have some physical events also. It's a hybrid program. The majority of activities are online. However, there will be some physical offline events too, especially in the regions where we will have more participants. Yeah, and one of the really big ecosystem events will be already in June 22nd and 23rd. That's a care conference, and we will invite all the chosen, selected participants to actually join it. It will be a great start into the program. So here are some of the benefits of this program. So we are supporting the gender equity component. So generally, we believe there are a few gender equity related components in the care industry. On one side, we are we believe that you as a care enterprise truly improve the life of women and take away the care load from them. Then another component is that lots of caregivers are also women, so that there's this gender component too. And also we're supporting women founders, not exclusively, but we do take extra care. And we, for example, in the funding, fundraising module, we will focus extra on how to fundraise as a woman entrepreneur. There can be quite some specifics there. So the gender lens, one benefit. Another benefit is that we're truly focus on your growth. We have experience with thousands of companies so far with Safim Group, and we have developed most growth-oriented structure for this program. So you will be supported in your acquisition, fundraising, your business model, your HR and growth team activities. So we truly support your growth. Does it have to be scalable, fast, startup-like growth? No, we're welcoming in this program both more sustainable and more explosive types of growth. So you all are welcome. And funding is another, fundraising opportunity is another component, another benefit here. We will have a total amount of 50,000 USD of grants to be distributed by the end of the program. However, one big component of this program is a so-called financing track. Yeah, so basically we will have a community of financing partners, which include both potential investors, but not only. Yeah, since we here include SMEs, not only startups, we will also include other financing partners. For example, revenue generated funding, also companies that offer loans with good offerings specifically for startups and smaller companies. So we will have like a mix. We will have quite some investors too, but not only. Just wanted to highlight that. So if you're not looking for private equity, it still can be very valuable for you.
Okay, I think Dash might have frozen for a second. We'll wait to see if she comes back. I think she accidentally dropped out. I do, maybe just to say too, before Dash comes back and finishes where she is, I see some comments in the chat. It's great to see some different people joining. We will send you the link. Actually, you can see the link here at the top. So careaccelerator.com. If you visit that link, you can fill out an application form if you're an entrepreneur, also an expression of interest if you're a funding partner. Anil, I see you're interested in participating potentially as a mentor or consultant. We'll also provide an email at the end that you can get in touch with, and then we can contact you further to speak about that. Maybe SeedStars team, if we could also put up a link for a general email for the program. I believe it would be Karina who would be the main point of contact to go through. Yes, so this is the link for the website where entrepreneurs can apply and financial partners can fill out an expression of interest to join the program. It will be one track that we have a focus on, but we'll make sure that you can get an email as well to apply if you're interested in being a mentor. I'm not sure if Dash will be able to join us back. Maybe she has dropped out, but I wonder if someone else from the SeedStars team, we do have a little bit more information to give you on some of the modules and the EIRs and the progress types. I wonder, Karina, if you want to come in.
Yeah, thank you, Amy. Hello, everyone. I'm Karina from the SeedStars team, presently the program lead for this program. And Dash, unfortunately, I'm just wondering if she's not been able to join, but I'll just begin sharing and resume what she was sharing. Just give me a second. Yeah, so we have been showing this benefits. We were talking about the benefits, and Dash was sharing about the financing track. So the financing track is basically about how can we provide you an engagement and access to the financiers, which will this time will not be limited primarily to the grants or the investing opportunities which are only specific to certain challenges or impact investment. But this time the investment will be broadly with gender lens, with investors which are philanthropists, which are venture capitalists, angel investors, and different type of financing partners who will be engaged with you from primarily the beginning of your engagement into the program, will help you become investment ready and also prepare for upcoming opportunities. So the basic USP for this program for the participants will also be that apart from the grant that Safim this Care Accelerator program will be giving to the selected participants or the enterprises, there is an opportunity for you to pitch in and connect with an investor, and a deal flow can come in, and you will get an access to the wider investor community. These investors will be trained and sensitized on the gender lens. So gender inclusivity and the gender mainstreaming has been the main focus of the whole program. That's very, very important for us and also for every participant who will be joining. You will also be giving an access to certain kind of tech tools that helps you to monitor, track, and evaluate your milestones, and also help us to track how you are doing with the new products that you have developed, what kind of landscaping and the marketing, business acquisition, and development activities you are doing, the mentors and other stakeholders that are engaged with you will help you design the strategy, action plans, go to market strategy, and other kind of tools that helps you keep a track of it. um, since we are a global platform and it will be with the partners like UN Women, Visa, and IDRC, this is an opportunity to get a visibility at the global platform. And another thing to add that this will be a hybrid program as well. So about which I would like Amy to come and share a little about the AVPN conference. That will be the first offline event we have specifically tailored designed for our participants. Amy, would you like to share and shed some light on the AVPN conference first?
Sure. Yes. Thanks, Karina. I can share a little bit about this. So this is a really exciting opportunity that participants of the cohort would be able to partake in. So AVPN is the Asia Venture Philanthropy Network. It's the largest social investors network in Asia. Every year, they host a global conference where they bring together up to 600 to 1,000 of their investors network and ecosystem players. And this year, their conference will be in Kuala Lumpur. UN Women has been partnering and collaborating with AVPN for quite a while now. And actually, what we're going to do this year is they have a very vested interest in the care economy and also in driving more capital into care entrepreneurs and to transforming the care economy. And so what we're doing this year is co-hosting a care conference. So the last day of the AVPN conference, where all of their investors network will be there, will be the kickoff of our conference. We'll also bring in all of the new cohort to participate in this. We'll showcase interesting investment models, also interesting entrepreneurship models. And then this day 2 will be another deep dive where we bring back investors. We also bring employers and corporates who might be procuring care services. We bring in research and academia and governments and kind of other key ecosystem players to deep dive in some of these areas. So this will be an opportunity not only for the cohort to get linked in to other potential investors, to learn more about what investors are looking for, but also to meet each other in person for the first time and start to dive into some of the issues that you will address in the accelerator.
Thank you, Amy, for sharing this. And adding to this, what's more exciting for us is that as soon as everyone will be gets onboarded, this will be within the very first 2 weeks of the program launch that everyone might get to see each other. And moving forward with the offline events, we can share a little about it at the moment, is that there will be regional activities that will be taking place on the basis of the cohorts and the regions that will be formed. But the further details will be shared as the programs get kicked off. And yes, so this is something that Dash has already shared about. And yes, for any other information and inquiries, because we still have more than less than 10 days for the program to get, around 10 days for the applications to get closed, we request you for any other kind of information or the questions that you have or challenges while filling your application, please reach out to me. My email ID is karina.vasin@seedstars.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and other pages. These are our hashtags, and we are using these hashtags, and this is our website. This is also our tags, which you can use to reach out to us directly, and maybe just drop in a message and our team will reach out to you. Yes. If there is anything that we have missed, we'll pick up from the questions that you have dropped for us in the comments section. And any other questions that Amy, you would like to bring in, something that's on your head, would be happy to take it. Hey, we are also happy that Dash is back, so bringing Dash back here. Hey, Dash, we missed you.
So sorry. Thank you so much. Yes, so let's look for the questions. In the comment section, we are right now scanning.
I don't think Oh, let's
heading
see. Maybe
through
we
it.
I don't think I see any specific questions yet. Please do add them in the chat if you have them.
Any questions are welcome. No question is too stupid or too simple. Usually, those are the best questions, actually.
Right, but Dash, I think I can ask you to help us with something. Um, uh, Most of the questions that I've been receiving through the emails are basically because it's a very gender focused and women impacting and women led accelerator program. What does this actually mean? If you can just explain it a little about it. What does this, the composition of the leadership and the founding team should look like in able to become
Hmm.
eligible to apply for it?
Yes, of course. So we're not limiting this program only to women founders. Yeah, we're encouraging women founders to join. But basically, if your company is led only by women, or there are no women on your leadership team, you're still welcome. We will have a small secret I will share with you in the selection process. We will keep an eye on that we have a good balance within the program participant batch. But yes, we will generally, we're very welcome to all types of teams, mixed or not. Yeah.
Thanks, Dash. That's really helpful. One more question before we start taking it from our comments.
Mhm.
Can you please help explain a little about the care enterprises that we are focused on regarding this program? And maybe Amy can also later add on to it if we missed on something. Yes.
Yes, yes, of course. So generally, we're focusing mostly on elderly and child care, but other types of care enterprises are also welcome. We have just noticed there are more child and elderly care enterprises than others. So then the model itself can really vary. Some examples might include direct care services, providing direct care services. Another one can be reservation platform for care services, basically connecting caregivers and customers. That can be educational training services for caregivers. Any other type of support, basically for professional caregivers. What we do not include as a focus in this program are pure healthcare enterprises. So there's sometimes like a bit of a mix up. So here it's really about care services, not general healthcare. Yeah. So if it is, let's say, some telemedicine type of service, it unfortunately is not really included unless your main beneficiary is a care recipient or customer for care. Yeah. And then another type of businesses we unfortunately do not include are those services that just support the family member, for example, the mother, to take better care of the baby. Yeah, so that is also something not included. We're really focusing on professional care services because the whole purpose of the program is to take this care load away from women, right? So if we're just helping, let's say, mothers or female family members to take better care, we do not take this care load away, right? So those are some of the details. Amy, do you have anything to add on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think we would still be open to explore some. If you'd like to email us and give us a few more details about your model, we can look into it. If it is something that's helping you maybe care more efficiently for something, this is something we would consider. So please do email us and we can get in touch with you. I see a few others asking specific questions. Maybe one as well that came up was how is UN Women connected with the Care Accelerator? Just to answer it very quickly, Nimisha, so we kind of inaugurated with Seed Stars in 2021, the first Care Accelerator that actually happened. It was a joint project with UN Women, Seed Stars, BOP Inc., another kind of innovative partner. So we designed and ran this together with Seed Stars kind of bringing the expertise in business acceleration with the Investors Networks, and UN Women bringing the expertise in gender equality and a little bit with entrepreneurship. So this is a joint program jointly developed with UN Women and SAFIM, also with the support of IDRC, which is Canada's Development Research Centre, and the Visa Foundation. So we're in this together all the way through.
Great. I have a question for Dash. Ravi wants to ask, and he wants to check if the Care Enterprise includes companies developing food solutions for those who are aging at home.
Yes. So I would like, thank you very much, Ravi, for the question. So what I can read from this question, I do not quite understand whether there is this support of professional caregivers here or not. Yeah. So it might be still eligible, but it has to have this care component to it. Yeah. So if the caregivers basically are able, for example, to use this service in order to offer better care to their elderly patients, or their elderly care receivers. And another also, I think, question by Ravi is about the flexibility for the five employee team. Yes, absolutely. Here we're quite flexible. Please just apply. We're not that strict on that.
Great. Thank you, Dash. We have a question from Manasa from India regarding the EdTech company who supports upskilling and capacity building of doctors and nurses in rural and urban areas. Congratulations, Manasa, first of all, for doing this. But Dash, are the skilling and upskilling certifying organizations eligible for this program?
So here I'm reading into Manasa's question.
Yes, I think yes. I can come into this one. I think we'd be interested to see your application. It might be a bit healthcare focused for us since it's doctors and nurses. But I think the component of supporting upskilling and capacity building would definitely be something that we could potentially consider. So we would still like to see your application, or if you would want to also email and tell us a bit more about your model, so we can give you a definite yes or no. That would also be a possibility.
Yes. Generally, the upskilling and capacity building for caregivers is a perfect fit. Yeah. So if you have this comment there, that would be very useful.
Just want to add on to what Amy and Dash shared here. Upskilling and certification has been, and that too using the EdTech platform, as something we have seen in the previous cohort through JobNooker and other organizations where they identify and train the care service providers. So definitely it will be an application and case-to-case basis to see what kind of skilling and maybe the change in the model, if to some extent can be possible or not. And we request you to send us the application. Thank you. One more question for you both. So this is from Singapore, and Seng has a digital health platform already implemented by Public Healthcare Cluster. So that's great. She wants to expand to the other countries and wants to work for partners with it. What do you two think this opportunity can help her with?
Yes, I think it's this program can definitely offer opportunities. It's not an expansion program as a focus, but we've described this 4 growth areas. So regarding, for example, the product market input fit, then here you basically during this section, your company might then work on setting up this product market impact fit for your new for the new areas, for the new regions. Then in the acquisition model, growing basically sales in these new regions and so on, right? So generally, we can offer quite some support there. And you will fit also the kind of, you have already the tested MVP that is quite a good fit. Yeah. So yeah, we would love to see your application. I think the public health care cluster is a bit more of, a challenge, so that it's not, we really need this care component here. Yeah. So if it's only focused on digital healthcare, that just would not be quite a fit. Yeah. So, but we would definitely love to see your application so that we can, answer on more in depth look into your model.
Great. Thank you, Dash, for this. One more question. Is pregnancy covered in childcare? And Emmy, if you can just help us with that.
I think my guess, I could be incorrect, but my guess with this is maybe that you have an app supporting women in pregnancy or prenatal care. I agree that it's within the spectrum of care economy, but I think for our focus, we would probably want something more focused, at least on after the child comes, and kind of direct care provided for the child. I think if it is more focused on healthcare, or also even if it's supporting new parents, it would depend a little bit on what the product is about, but it's most likely that it probably wouldn't be the right fit for this program.
Yeah, I would like to make an example, but for example, we had some products that are really focused on the mothers, yeah, like a better pump, yeah, and or even like an educational tool, like an app for them to help their kids progress better and educate them. This types of products unfortunately are not included because they're not taking away the care load from women, basically. Yeah, they're just, yeah, they're helping them, but they're not taking this care load away. So professional caregivers should be somewhere in the equation usually for the fitting model.
I do
Right.
see as well, sorry to just jump in, that saying, Bayo, you commented we do support professional and family caregivers also with upskilling. So then, yes, please apply. Please.
Yes.
Right. That's really helpful. I mean, that's just to say that there needs to be an equation where to the professional services, we are taking off the unpaid care work, whether to the platform-based solutions or other solutions, but it should be taking off the unpaid care work. Moving on to the next question, we have Aurelie from Coachbase joining us from Singapore, and she has two questions, but I'll just try to cut short them. One is, how many companies are eligible for the program? How many companies, number of companies? And the second is, and I'll shorten it a little, is they aim at democratizing coaching among the population by doing transformation, leadership development, whatever falls into the coaching space for the women to resume their career. Does this digital coaching services also falls under this program, which helps women to resume the workforce? Yeah, these are two different questions, but yes, one is relevant to the program, and second is, I see it as we are saying that the more the women will be able to take off the shift their burden from the unpaid care work, they will be joining the workforces. But does this also hinting that we will be taking the organization that can help women resume the workforce, which are not specifically into the care solutions? So yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for the question. To answer the first one, we'll have 15 to 20 companies participating in this program. Yeah. So yes, that's basically the amount. And regarding the model here discussed, so if you focus there is certain focus on the caregivers, yeah, and on this coaching either caregivers to professionalize their services more, or some people to move into the caregiving positions, then yes, that would be eligible. Otherwise, if it's just general coaching, unfortunately not quite. However, even if you apply and it's not a fit, we will highly recommend you still to be in touch with us, because there can be basically can join the ecosystem. Yeah, this is exactly the types of companies. Even if you do not focus on the caregivers solely, we want to join so that other participants in this program can basically partner up with you. Yeah, so I still see there might be benefit from taking part in our ecosystem for you, even if it's not a direct fit.
We have one more question from Eljuans. They are providing daycare support at workplace from 4 months to 6 years, I think, to the women employees or the parent, basically, with 95% of the women workforce. Just to share, like, yeah, are they eligible for the program?
Um, okay, so provide daycare support at workplace. Yes, from what I see, very simple answer. Absolutely. Yeah. And it can I just like add like jump in, because there was one question I think what was missed about, and it is a very fast answer too, is about from Push Mama, whether
The women entrepreneurs.
yeah, women do, but we answered it kind of before, so I think Karina, that's why you walked over it. But I just want to say again, yes, absolutely, you're welcome if you do not have women on your team. Yeah, like maybe we'll repeat it like every few minutes. We're very much welcoming women entrepreneurs, and we do have special activities for women founders, but we do not have it as a negative selection criteria. You're absolutely welcome even if you do not have women on your team.
Right. Thank you. And I think Satyabrata Acharya also had the same regarding the women entrepreneurs, and we are getting more questions about the founding composition, the core team composition, about how does it works with women entrepreneurs. But again, I think the criteria, as Dash and mentioned, that it's quite flexible. Just send us an application and we will run through it, and we'll give you the appropriate feedback and let you know how it flows further. We have a couple of minutes in hand, and Dash, because we missed you in between, could you please help us learn, like, if an entrepreneur applies for the program, how much of the time commitment is required,
Mhm.
and what exactly they can expect as their engagement schedule, because they're like super
Mhm.
busy, entrepreneurs are
Yeah.
hustlers. So how much of the time can they expect to invest?
Yes, I understand. So, first of all, we really wanted this program to be quite inclusive. It is a bit longer. We understand you need to focus on your business, right? So the program, it is possible to take part in it as a side activity, yeah, that will be supporting basically your main activity of running your business. We approximate the amount needed to participate to around 5 hours per week. Yeah, 5 hours per week. And those hours will not be you sitting back and like listening to a general training. We'll have some trainings, yeah, but mostly it will be a work sessions together with a mentor or with an entrepreneur in residence, where you will actually be still kind of working on your business in those hours, yeah. So it's not just like a kind of educational hours. You will be actually actively improving your business, supported by our experts. So, and then another point to the involvement, yes. So the milestones, right? They will be set by you. So we will give you feedback, and also we'll have the financing partners give you feedback, and our experts give you feedback. But in the end, the milestones are set by you. Yeah. So if you believe that some of the progress types are not really necessary to you, you just skip them, and it's so we offer lots of flexibility. And yes, so I hope it answers the question. And I think we have one question that um, by Satya Brata. It's a role for a listed company who is already in this business and not regulated by any women entrepreneurs. How you exactly help them and what are procedures? So basically, if you are a company who does not have any impact, which doesn't have any women entrepreneurs, you're welcome. Yeah, if you're a care enterprise. So our assumption is if you are care enterprise, if you are in the care industry, you're already by proxy helping women, basically through taking away the load of care services. So even if you do not directly hire caregivers or you do not manage them, that's all fine. If you're in somehow in the care economy and you are supporting in any way the professionalized caregiving services, then we believe you're already creating positive impact for women. Yeah. So I hope that answers Satya Brata's question. If not, please answer ask again or reformulate it.
Thank you, Dash. I think that will be helpful for everyone. One of the comments that I would not like to leave unresponded, and I think Amy and I would like to take it up. Let's just me begin with is one from the Oni. Uh, we picked that question regarding the pregnancy as a child, like something to be considered as a care enterprise. But just to, from my limited understanding about the care industry, and we have been running this program from a year or so, care industry is evolving in terms of its definition, and it's very expansive. Also, it has different horizons. The spectrum is quite wide, and with this program, we have chosen to be with the child and elderly care and limiting ourselves to specific sectors so we can provide complete support to the enterprises that are high scale and resilient. Not saying this pregnancy model will not be high scaling and resilient, but with this program we are, and we definitely give huge respect and understands that what exactly do you mean with your enterprise, and it does fall into that spectrum, but with this program we are limited. Howsoever, last year, young women and sisters also came up with this thing, please, which is already out on our social media pages, and would request you to go through it to understand how does the care industry and entrepreneurship intervention has been done, and the model has been taken up in the landscaping of the market, and we have now updated the program this year with this Care Accelerator 2.0. Amy, if you would like to add something more to it. With the pregnancy,
Yeah. Karina, you cut out just a little bit for me, but I wanted to add just one other thing to the Oni comment. I think it's a fantastic comment, and it is true that pregnancy lays the base for everything to come. I think one of the reasons we're limiting ourselves is where we have expertise. And UN Women especially as well is not an expert in, at least within our team, is not an expert within reproductive health, and especially prenatal services. And so we did also want to make sure that we're not supporting in an area where we don't have any expertise, but we can definitely take it into consideration for a future iteration to expand it a bit.
Thanks, Amy. One last question for you, Dash, is we did talk about the visibility that this program will offer, because it is a stakeholder program with big organization joining the forces. But again, the question from Mr. Atara has been, they are running the program and how this program helps them globally promote their services. So which is specifically about the visibility. The access to the network and visibility can help them expand and scale, or maybe get more coverage.
It's kind of a perfect question at the end, kind of to wrap it up. So basically, we're offering a number of activities, a number of support types for a company who's already working in the care industry. So first of all, uh, we are offering the support on like how to grow. We give you all those experts available. So for example, an acquisition entrepreneur in residence is a very experienced professional in sales and marketing sphere who will have with you one-on-one and small group-based work sessions to really grow your sales. Then you will have experienced business mentors also to support your growth milestones. So that's kind of one big section, and it is a very big component of this program. Then another one is connecting you with the ecosystem of important partners, including financing and fundraising partners, right? So that you have basically access to growth with them. And the third component I wanted to mention, for example, if you want to grow your sales, yes, we do offer basically certain coverage on social media, and we have PR activities. We will not be targeting directly per startup their customer audience, yes, but we do offer quite some visibility through our social media channels, online website, and media. So, for example, one of the first activities after the rollout of the program on this promotion side will be sharing the information about the companies, about the participants, and even doing small interviews for the media coverage with our participants. Yeah. So I hope this answers your questions, Satya Brata. Yes,
Thanks,
thank you.
Dash. Thanks, and we are really like on time, and I'm really happy that we've been able to wrap this up on time. Any last comments from, like, if anyone wants to drop anything, please feel free to reach out to us again on the email ID I'm dropping in the comment. It's prina.vasin@sweetstars.com. And please kindly expect us to respond within 24 to 48 hours. Otherwise, we have already shared our social media handles with you. You can also DM or send us requests there. We will be responsive. And all the best to all the applicants. Please reach out to any entrepreneurs who haven't been able to join us today, but would like to apply for it. We sincerely encourage everyone to apply, irrespective of, again, these women entrepreneur question that everyone has been finding as a barrier. But still, please join and apply for it. We just have 10 more days to go. Reach out to us at any time, and we would be happy to help you with the application. Thank you, Dash. Thank you, Amy, for joining us today.
Thank you
Great.
so much. Thank you so much. If you have any doubts, just send the application, okay? Or send an email to Karina with more questions. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day ahead. Great.
Bye.
Bye-bye.